I'm investigative reporter Robert Riggs with the True Crime Reporter podcast here with former federal prosecutor Bill Johnston. We're talking crime, one thing you should know about psychopaths. And Bill, you've looked them straight in the eye.
Well, the serial killer, Kenneth McDuff, is to me the textbook psychopath. He had no empathy, no concern for anyone else. He saw females as prey to be hunted. He would, like a shark, if he could, he would circle, get near them, and grab them, snatch them like a chicken, as he said. But he had no conscience. It didn't bother him to talk about it because it didn't bother him to do it. And his eyes were dead. That's the way I saw him anyway.
Well, I always said he had eyes like a shark, and he literally was the great white shark of serial killers. But he's the extreme. We've got psychopaths that are CEOs, teachers, they're in business. They're all around you. You're surrounded by psychopaths.
You know, anyone, there's sort of a checklist. You don't want to just categorize people, but it's helpful. Right. There's a bit of a checklist, and down the checklist fit so many people. Many are very successful. It's like they used to talk about functioning alcoholics. There are functioning psychopaths.
Yes.
And there are those that have run companies ruthlessly, but ethically enough to get by, almost criminally, but not quite a crime. And we see it in every, like you said, in almost every profession. Lawyers, I know a number of lawyers that I believe are probably psychopaths, but it is, psychopaths are all about us and around us, and they don't care about us, but they will use us, and they will manipulate us.
So one thing we know is that they don't know fear. They have no sense of fear, and it is all about them, and they really know how to manipulate people.
They do, and they know how to use intimidation and fear. They can almost smell it. If they have someone that they're trying to manipulate, psychologists tell us, and psychiatrists as well, tell us that when they detect fear, it's almost like herding cattle or something. They'll detect it on one side and force it the other way, detect it here and force it the other way until they get what they want, until they drive them off a cliff if they have to. That's right.
And they literally can wreak havoc in some organizations and some businesses and in marriages and relationships.
That's right. You hear after relationships sometimes are over that one part or the other says, I was manipulated the whole time. I didn't realize it. I was in it. But this guy was controlling every move I made. And I was in fear. I just didn't realize it. I was in the middle of it. That's right.
That's our segment from True Crime Reporter. Crime, one thing you should know about psychopaths. You're surrounded by them. Good luck.